Hello, we're looking at the next stage in making our letter keyring. Now to do this, in the previous stage we drew around a paper template and we used a coping saw, and you can see that we've roughly got the shape there of the letter that we need. But the problem is that we need to get closer to the shape for our final shape. So what we're going to be using the vise, and what we've done is we've placed the vise here. We've placed this part of the vise, of the metal vise, which we're using, into the wood vise and tighten that up, and then we can carefully tighten that up there. We've left the protective paper on to protect the acrylic from the sharp jaws. What we've got here then is a selection of files. We have a flat file, a round file, a square file, and a tri-square or triangular file. So between those four file shapes we can do most of the things that we want. So first of all, I'm going to work on this curve here, getting it down onto the shape of the line. If you're right-handed, use the file in your right hand, and you might want to use the thumb and forefinger of your left hand just to steady the file. Keep the work as low as you can in the vise, and if you're working on a curve like this, if you just keep the file moving around the surface. And you can see that I've quickly got that up to shape. If you need to increase the size of the hole or shape of the hole that you've drilled, we can use a round file and we've increased the shape there. So we can use the file to go all the way round . Once we've got it to shape, we can draw file, go backwards and forwards to take the marks out, or we can use some abrasive paper. Here we've got wet and dry paper. The number on the wet and dry paper relates to the coarseness. So the lower the number, the coarser the wet and dry. And we can use this in two ways. We can use it like that, or if we like, we can wrap the wet and dry around our file . And there we can see on this area where I've been working, I've worked the shape round to match up with the paper template, and you can see using the file, draw filing and then wet and dry paper that I've made a nice smooth edge on there. So that's the next stage in making the plastic keyring.